Hey guys, Dave Northeast Edible. Today we're tapping a maple tree. We'll show you how to do it. Only a couple things you need to know. Need a maple tap, a little spout to actually go into your tree, some tubing, drill bit, hammer, and obviously a bucket to collect. A couple things to think about when you're tapping a maple tree. You get sap flow. The best sap flow starts late February into March. We're in January right now. The sap flow starts the best when it goes into the 20s at night and then into the 40s during the day. That's when you get the most sap flow. So we're gonna get those conditions pretty soon, coming up this week. So we wanna tap these trees and we'll show you how to do it. So right now, this is a maple tree. You don't wanna tap trees that aren't diameter of 12 inches or bigger. This is about 30 inches diameter, so we're going to put 2 taps into this. If you have about 12 to 18 inch diameter tree, you only want to put 1 tap. Anything bigger, you put 2. Unless it's a really massive tree, you don't want to put more than 2. At least that's my experience. Alright, so we want to do about chest height. So right where your chest is at, about that high. That's where optimal sap flow hits. So right now, our bit, same size as our spout. We want to go into the tree about 1.5 inches to 2 inches. That's about as deep as you want. I put a little tape, some masking tape here to indicate when I'm 1.5 inches into the tree. So we'll go ahead and drill. If you tapped your trees years past, you want to just stay about 6 to 8 inches away from your old drill marks. You can see there's a couple here. So right here's a good spot. We'll get to drilling. When you drill your tree, you want to angle a little bit so the sap flows out. So you don't want to drill down, you want to drill just up just a tiny bit, just a couple degrees. So we're here. Good. Just go in there. Clean it out a little bit. You want to make sure you get all the wood shaving so it doesn't jam up the sap dripping out. So you can just take a little twig, insert it in there, make sure it's cleaned out, looks good. And you can see when I drilled it in, I went right to the masking tape. Just like that. It's a good indicator of how deep you want to go. Alright, so here's our spout. Again, you want to angle it with the drill mark, and it's called tapping just because you give it a little tap. Just like that. Alright. Any bit, that's pretty good. Our tap is about 3 inches long. We got it about 3/4 of the way in there. And you could really feel when it meets how deep you drilled the hole, because it's not going to go in any further. Alright, so there, we're all set. You see the spout that the tube attaches to is pointing down, and we just go ahead and pry this on there. It takes a little force, but you're good like that. And then our bucket, it's a food safe bucket. I cleaned it out as best we could. I'll just put it at the bottom of the tree. Tube, I've got a hole in the side. You can use like a milk jug or anything for this, but I've got a hole in the side. I'll put it in here, and I'll just place it right like this, and put a rock on top, and we're good to go. So generally, you want to collect your sap maybe once a week or once every couple days, depending on the temperature. If you're not getting those 40-degree days, you don't need to check it that often because the sap isn't going to be flowing. So, Dave Northeast Edible. Any questions about maple tree tapping, fruit trees, berry bushes, all that good stuff? Subscribe to the email list, YouTube channel, all that good stuff. Take care, guys.